Welcome back to the Carnivore Evening News, where the news is always meaty. I'm your host, Kelly Hogan. World Carnivore Month is more than halfway over, friends, and while most of us plan to eat this way forever, regardless of the date, it seems like a good time to check in on the newer carnivores to see how things are going. Have they managed to survive without Pop-Tarts? Have they avoided the dreaded scurvy and kidney failure that surely must come from eating an ancestrally appropriate diet? Let's find out. For our first story, we go to Jackie. Jackie, what is your carnivore news?
Hi, Kelly. This is Jackie Jones on location in Kashmir, Washington. Let me tell you about Beth Ann. She began her carnivore journey after officially becoming sick of the inflammation in her wrists and shoulders. But on her 56th birthday, she switched to an all-meat diet. And now she's off all blood pressure medications. And currently, she's training for a half marathon. Isn't that great? Congratulations, Beth Ann. Back to you, Kelly.
Great, Jackie. Thanks for that. But next time, please add a punchline. People like funny, and that was not funny at all. Do better than that, Karen. What's your carnivore news?
I'm on location in Linden, Illinois. Adrienne is a newer carnivore that has already reduced her thyroid meds by half and says that she has more stable moods, better energy, and clearer skin. She's thriving on meat and doesn't miss the plant foods that blew up her gut more than your bangs on a windy day, Kelly, or as big as your lashes are on date night, or as big as your ego when...
Thank you, Karen. Thank you. That'll do. One more. What's your news, Elizabeth?
I spoke with Will, who says he has seen dramatic improvements in psoriasis, dandruff, skin health, sleep, and anxiety.
Way to go, Will. But seriously, Elizabeth, how is that funny at all? Dandruff is no laughing matter. Moving on. My inbox has been flooded this month by people sharing the many ways their health has improved by cutting out sugars, carbs, seed oils, and processed junk and replacing them with nutritious, tasty, and beautiful animal foods. Unfortunately, success stories aren't snarky or entertaining whatsoever. But to see more of these amazing stories, please check out the many carnivore support groups listed in the video description below. You do not have to do this alone, friends. Dr. Sean Baker shared a research article about the mental state of vegans. Most of us know at least one real-life vegan, so we weren't surprised at all to read that they are statistically more likely to have a lower self-esteem, more likely to say that they are suffering from depression or anxiety, and more likely to report that they have no meaning in their lives. This is actual research from a man with his PhD named Sebastian Oaklenberg. Yes, I said a PhD, folks, so it's definitely true. What the article did not mention was that vegans are also infinitely more likely to tell you that they are vegan within the first 30 seconds of meeting them, that they are far less likely to get invited to cookouts. But vegans never fear. Eating a delicious steak once or twice per day can absolutely reverse all of these symptoms within days and return you to your rightful spot as most popular guy in the neighborhood. Eat meat, go to cookouts, be happy. You can do this, vegans. You can do this. The carnivore MD himself, Dr. Paul Saladino, is now advocating for a meat-based diet rather than a total carnivore diet these days by including honey, squash, and fruit in his dietary recommendations. Squash. Ugh. I forget what squash tastes like, but it doesn't even sound good. In addition to squash, he's very much into ice baths, eating raw organs, selling supplements, and making videos of himself shirtless. Nice. But he has also taken a very strong stance against coffee recently. Coffee? He's anti-coffee now? Why does he even want to live longer if this is what life has come to? Give me a hot shower, a steaming cup of joe, and a seared rare steak. You can keep your fruit, your ice bath, and your raw cow testicles. I am a carnivore, not a savage. So while all of us here at My Zero Carb Life do hope that Saladino lives to be at least 120 and keeps preaching the good news of all things meaty, we also hope he's actually going to enjoy his icy, coffeeless, testicular, squashy life in the meantime. We love you, Saladino. We don't always agree with you, but we are grateful for you and consider you our carnivore-ish brother. And if any of you are looking for a way to actually enjoy your carnivore life, just sear a ribeye, grab a cup of coffee, and come to my place. I will show you a good time. Not like that. Laura Spath, Linda the Carnitarian, and myself all had chicken wings recently and posted our love of this beloved carnivore staple. Judy Cho posted that chicken wings are missing 0 essential vitamins and macro minerals. 0. She also says that chicken wings are a good source of B vitamins and contain the same amount of monounsaturated fats as olive oils. And how much better do chicken wings taste than olive oil? 87,000 times better, maybe more. Additional fact, It only takes 3.5 ounces of chicken wings to give you 86% of your daily niacin needs. And why do you need niacin, you ask? I had no idea, but I pulled out my copy of Carnivore Cure and read that niacin helps us to build healthy skin, even helps us to better digest our food. If you want an easy way to make chicken wings, just follow my simple recipe and don't. Go to the closest Buffalo Wild Wings and let them do it. They cook their wings in beef tallow. That's right. They're one of the few franchises that did not give in to the USDA's recommendation to use non-animal oils. So let's continue to support this business by shoving our faces full of nutrient-dense, niacin-packed, crispy, collagen-filled nuggets of meaty goodness. Improve your life and get you some chicken wings. It is just the right thing to do. Some carnivores at Zero Carb Health have been experimenting this month with using little to no salt. This salty thread includes folks like Adam, who said he couldn't get rid of psoriasis until he completely cut out salt on a carnivore diet. Jocelyn said that her arthritis, colitis, and rosacea are dramatically better now that she cut out all salt. Elizabeth couldn't lose weight on a traditional carnivore diet, so after 3 years, she cut out the salt and immediately lost 15 pounds. Just a few of the examples in this truly fascinating thread. Now, I know plenty of people who feel perfectly great on a carnivore diet while eating salt. I am one of them. But if you're curious to read some real life stories from real carnivores who say they actually feel their best when they eat unseasoned beef, go to Zero Carb Health on Facebook and do a search for salt. In case anyone tells you that added salt is necessary for humans to live, you could remind them that some of the most healthy, thriving, and sexy longtime carnivores on Earth haven't added any salt in many years. So while no one should remove salt just because someone else told them to, you probably shouldn't force it down either. Use the amount of salt that leaves you feeling your absolute best. And for many of us, that varies from meal to meal. So use it or don't use it, but please don't pretend that there's a one-size approach on this topic. There's not. 2 pounds of meat already has the minimum amount of sodium that most humans need without adding any at all. That's right. One large, unseasoned steak already has over 1,000 milligrams of sodium that occurs naturally in meat. But if you are into salt and feel your best when you use it, I highly recommend that you use a natural salt. Redmond's, because life is better with real salt. Stay salty, friends. 12 miners were trapped underground in a Chinese mine when there was an explosion on January 10th, as reported by the BBC. The best quote from the BBC article: the miners thanked rescuers for porridge and other nutritional liquids and medicine sent down via a thin tunnel, but said they would be grateful for a more traditional meal of sausages. I think we all feel that deeply. Deeply! These men have suffered enough. For heaven's sakes, let's get them some sausages. Dr. Jamie Seaman is starting a 7-day no-sugar challenge. Wait. Are some of you people still eating sugar, like actual sugar? Are you kidding me? Okay, people, I get that eating only meat seems extreme, but you're drinking chemical-laden sodas and processed carbohydrates that leave you bloated, if not obese, sickly, medicated, addicted, and miserable. That, my friends, is extreme. So yes, join Dr. Jamie. Have you seen her? Have you seen this mother of 3 work out every morning, take the stairs always, and then spend her days birthing little humans? Have you seen Dr. Sean Baker? He's old as freaking Methuselah and is still breaking world records in rowing. And yes, that is a real sport, folks. Have you seen Brett Lloyd, who broke free from 40 years of depression and obesity? Do you think these people did it while drinking smoothies and eating kale or Snickers bars? Are you kidding me? No, they didn't. They did it while eating the world's most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. They wake up, eat meat, move their bodies, and continue taking over the world like carnivorous champions that they are. So yeah, maybe start by cutting out sugar. Then get rid of gluten and crappy oils like canola and seed oils. Then try cutting out grains. Evaluate. Still having problems? No worries. Cut out the fruit. Still not living the life of your dreams? Go watch some Dr. Ken Berry videos to learn about a proper human diet. Trademark pending. Still not achieving superhuman status? Then cut out all plants completely. Now you're talking. That's the ticket. Feeling like a champion now, no doubt. But if things could still be a bit better, that's fine. Be picky. YOLO. So try cutting out dairy. Get some more sun. Get some sleep. Take some walks. Use less plastics. Play around with adding more fat, more salt, less salt. Try eating only beef. Do what you need to do, friends, but don't settle for crappy health, addiction, and misery. Just find a way to live your best life. This is your one life on this earth. Don't waste it. Cut out the crap. Feel good for a change. You can do this, humans. We need you to do this. We're pulling for you. Also, we are tired of paying for your expensive meds just so you can eat cake. We want you to thrive. And that, my friends, is the end of this week's Carnivore News. To submit news stories, please comment below. And if you want to support a meaningful cause, then just share this video. Every time you share my Carnivore News videos, I will eat an extra steak and help a cow to earn its wings. Wings, I say. And that's a charity I can get behind, folks. Until next week, I hope you will continue to eat the meat. Save the humans. Good night. Miners were trapped underground in a Chinese mine when there was an explosion on January 20th. Recommend that you use a natural salt. Redmond's. What am I supposed to say now? Because life is better with real salt. Ah. Sorry. Explosion on January. What's wrong with me?